What do you think of financial inclusion in the growth of Uganda?
It helps in reduction of poverty, especially for the underserved population. And I'm talking about the youth. When you look at our Uganda, it is more driven by the people in the informal sector. These are people that ideally do not have so much resources, but yet they are the drivers of our economy.
Yes.
If empowerment is given to them,
Yes.
I believe it creates a little bit of confidence.
What is that myth about finances that you would love to debunk?
Abasajja ba looni balugo. Sajja agenda kuwa sente, suddenly your pockets will dry. They have said that I am a mchwezi.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching from. Here at the fourth podcast space in Makerere with your presenter, Masinde Bathsheba. And today we're joined by a very handsome man here. I'm going to let him introduce himself. Yes, sir, you're most welcome today.
Oh, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending on where you're watching from. My name is Joa Mugisha, and I'm the Director of Shylo Enterprises Limited, located at Element Courts in Chikoni.
Yes.
Where we deal in money lending. Besides money lending, we are into other businesses, the other business products that are soon to be communicated.
Yes.
And to just give a little bit of
Context,
we are soon venturing into property management, and a few months from now, we shall be launching our Airbnbs. So to the viewers, I hope this podcast will be helpful. You might not pick everything, but pick what is educational to you and what is applicable.
yes.
Thank you.
So, for starters, what's the story behind Shylo Enterprises Limited? What's the story behind it?
Shylo Enterprises Limited. For those that I grew up with and I studied with, if you remember, it comes actually from Bararai School.
Mm-hmm.
So we are in S2, we are reading literature, and we happen to be reading a book called Merchant of Venice.
Okay.
And in that book, there are two characters, that was Antonio and Shylock. But given that since I was a child, I was a lover of the villains. I never used to love the
So
good
you
guys.
love being a villain, like you're the different kind of guy.
Actually, I can surprise you that when you're young, you love the heroes. But as you grow up, you
Yes.
you get to understand the villains, that villains are actually made,
Yes.
not born. So in that book, Shylock gives money to Antonio, and they signed an agreement. Only that in the agreement, there was a clause saying, if you don't pay me, I will need a pound of flesh. So I would call him the idiot. Antonio refuses to pay. So Shylock takes the law in his hands. They go to court, and he's like, I gave this man my money, and he has
Yes.
refused to pay me. So, judge, what do I do? Me, I no longer need the money. I want my pound of flesh.
As the agreement suggested.
Yes.
Okay.
And of course, Antonio tried to plead here and there, but Shylock was like, no, do you know what? I want my pound of flesh. But to cut the story short, the judge said, okay, you can get your pound of flesh, but as long as there is no blood.
How can that happen?
And that is why you should be careful when you're signing an agreement, to try by all means to look at all clauses, because that was a thing that was overlooked.
Now
And,
to us the Ugandans that don't even read the TLCs, the terms and conditions, we just agree.
Exactly. And that is why I always tell people that before you go into an agreement, you need to have a lawyer. You need to have a witness. these are people that will help you
Okay.
to look at those clauses that are oftentimes hidden.
Yes.
But it is only in Uganda where someone has a deal and he only wants to go alone.
Yes, because I mean, maybe sometimes you're really looking for the money and you don't think about the repercussions that will come through for you just sign. As long as you just open the tables and just look for where you're going to sign, signature, sign without consent.
Exactly. And it is one of those challenges that we face in our business. So from there, taking you back,
Yes.
from there, I saw an opportunity. Because I remember in that class, we used to have a subject called entrepreneurship.
Yes.
And by then, if you remember, okay, there was this man that used to do Tori Mwavu. And they said that the rich, the poor work for the rich. So the rich can make money while seated or even sleeping.
Yes.
So I used to wonder, what can I do that would make me earn money even when I'm not working? So that is when an idea was born.
Yes.
An idea of money lending.
An idea of money lending.
Yes.
Why money lending?
I will tell you that back in school, those who were, especially the people born in the 90s, you should have been in high school like around 2011, 2012, 2008. So our upkeep was always 30, 40, 50,000. So for me, I saw an opportunity that people would spend.
Yes.
But towards the end of the term, no one had pocket money. So what I used to do is reserve my pocket money, give people loans, the guys that I was studying with, so that in holidays, when they come back, I just sit and start collecting my money with some small interest.
So it comes from way back.
Exactly.
Did you see it from someone else, or it's just a concept that you just came up with?
It is a concept that was born from the book. Because I was like, if Shylo can get money by giving it out, so instead of trading, simanyi, zamandazi, bichi, buy one, get one free, bichi, I'm like, for me, my product was money. I give out money, but let it come with a little bit of profit on it. Yes.
Okay.
And initially, that's how I started. And from there, people started calling me Shylock.
Shylock.
Yes.
So it means it is very important for parents to really educate their children, because I mean, such a concept wouldn't have come up if you didn't read a book.
Actually, the name itself, I have an interesting story. I gave money to my brother, which was about 30,000. So our father gives us money for pocket money the following term. So the man, after getting pocket money, I'm like, you man, give me back my money. He refuses. What I did was confiscate his suitcase.
Your brother?
Actually, people that studied with me from high school know the story.
No, that's an extreme.
Initially, now the name started that there is a good man, actually a good boy, a good tall boy that has a brother who has taken his suitcase. By then the time was Yamkomera. So I took the suitcase to our dormitory. It was called the London.
I hope he got over it right now.
So when he paid me, people actually started saying, he's a hash money lender. That boy is too hash money lender.
So you used him as a bait.
Actually, it also helped me to set a precedent.
Okay.
That if he can do it to his own brother,
yes,
what about me, who is not related to him? What will he do to me? And actually, I started getting people, but who knew how to respect boundaries.
So with the story you've told us concerning your brother, okay. I mean, even if it was me and I see someone else arresting their brother, I would hand in the money.
But I can tell you, he has grown up to be a man who is disciplined. He's a lawyer, an advocate.
Makes sense.
And actually, for those that think that you can take advantage of me is one of those people that does some of the paperwork.
I really hope he doesn't also get you to the wall and is like, okay, now I have you.
No, no.
So, what is the biggest problem or the challenge that you've faced in this money lending kind of service?
The problems are in two perspectives. The first is when you look at the regulation, the government put a cap of 2.8%. And to be realistic with our economy, whereby it is made up of the informal sector,
Yes.
it is not realistic that think about a widow that is in Kasubi market.
Yes.
Capital needed is about 100,000 or 200,000. You're telling this woman to pay 2.8, which is 2,800,000 a month. But this money cannot even withdraw this money from mobile money.
Yes.
This is something that is not realistic. And the policymakers, I think it is one of the things that they need to revise. However much they have to think about Muntu wa wansi, but they should also think about us because we also contribute a great deal to the economy.
Yes.
Then the other challenge is, of course, no one wants to pay debt. People borrow just for the sake of borrowing.
Yes.
But for me, I always tell people that there is no business that can be developed without debt, as long as it is the right debt.
And actually, based on the fact that we are now in a country that is so inflated, everyone wants to start something. No one wants to work for anyone. And the risks are so high.
Right.
Security is still lagging a bit. And I mean, the best way to go, the banks are really making it so hard for someone to really get at least a portion.
Imagine, actually, you've talked about the bank, but think about it.
Yes.
You want 300,000 and they're telling you need a guarantor, you need collateral security,
Yes.
you need simanya.
A death certificate of your parent.
Some people go ahead to
Yes.
ask even your nationality. But when you put it into perspective, and if you are to be realistic,
Yes.
for me, I believe, Shylo, we are givers of opportunity. That if we could be also included and also cared about, just like any other sector, like the
Yes.
musicians and all that. And yeah, of course, there needs to be regulations, but government accepts our proposals.
I really think maybe why they take long to really put you guys into consideration is because they feel like you're dealing with the money and you must have the money to really run that business.
Actually, it is
So,
not that. But anyway, politics, but let it stop there.
But to all the policymakers, kindly revise through and really think about people concerning this area, the money lending business. It's not that they have it all, but I mean, think about them, add them into your...
No, they should also add us in the budget.
The budget.
Yeah.
So to all the policymakers, as you said, please include the money lending people into your budgets. So Mr. Mugisha, what do you think of financial inclusion in the growth of Uganda?
In my perspective, it is critical for Uganda's development today, reason being, it boosts productivity, it helps in reduction of poverty, especially for the underserved
Yes.
population. And when I say the underserved population, I'm talking about the youth.
Yes.
That is someone between 20 to 35.
Which is the highest number we have right
Exactly.
now.
And the women, of course, because
Yes.
they are often undertaken as the weaker sex. So, when you look at our Uganda, it is more driven by the people in the informal sector.
Yes.
They are the drivers of the economy and people in agriculture. These are people that ideally do not have so much resources, but yet in them not having a lot of resources to their disposal, they are the drivers of our economy.
Yes.
So if empowerment is given to them, if more education is also given to them,
Yes.
I believe it creates a little bit of confidence that
Yes.
someone can say, okay, do you know what? I can also do this. Do you know what? I can contribute to the growth of infrastructure in my country.
Yes, because I really feel like the same way we have enlightened ourselves concerning politics,
Yes.
and now people understand how politics really matters in their lives,
Yes.
no matter how or where you are.
Yes.
It's the same way maybe finances should be taught to people, because maybe you are there and someone is just taking advantage of what you have. You don't know whatever you're supposed to give in. And yeah.
Actually, let me give you an interesting story. I am a graduate of
Yes.
statistics. I am not sure if I told you that at the beginning.
Mugisha Drew.
But we are in a class of about 100 people.
Yes.
But I can tell you it is only one person that has gone ahead to be a statistician. But the rest of us have started our own businesses. I know people that are in printery. I know people that are in money lending, like
Yes.
myself. I know people that have gone into tours and travel. I know the women that got married and resorted to tailoring.
Okay.
But is tailoring taught in school?
Not
or would you
really.
tell a child to study tailoring?
No, you cannot.
Exactly.
It's something that you find out maybe on your way.
On your way.
And
And
then you'll
that
be
is where
like-
money is.
Yes.
Yes.
So, Mr. Mugisha,
Yes.
you mentioned somewhere that you did statistics
Yes.
at campus
Yes.
and excelled at it.
Actually, I was among the top students.
Oh,
For those that,
Which year,
remember.
huh?
Yes.
Which year?
Graduate class of 2018.
Hmm.
Yes.
To people watching out there, and they would really love to come through for Shylo services.
Yes.
What's that most innovative thing about Shylo Enterprises Limited?
Actually, I would say our niche. Everyone talks about money lending. Everyone talks about interest, 20%, 15, 10, 5, 2.8 now. But for me, I feel what makes us different is we carry with us something they call empathy.
Yes.
And also we are good listeners. I would surprise you that every person that has approached us, we don't normally go after the interest rate. We always sit down with people and say, okay, you're coming, you want money,
Yes.
but of what use are you going to use this money for?
So you advise them.
Exactly. Era, I would tell you that nze wamusibatayi siba wa sente. Simanyi, I work with Stanbic Bank, I work with this institution. It is rare that I give you money. Because me being a student of the street, I realized that
Sente ziri mu muntu wa wansi.
exactly
Be
sente
basinga
teziri mu
ozzeetaaga.
sibatayi. So for us, our kind of loan is in this way that we go for profit sharing. That when we give you money, we ask you that if we are to give you money, how much do you think you can earn from this money
Yes.
in terms of profit? And in this profit, when it comes to you, how much are you willing to share with us?
Okay.
So for us, most of our contracts are more of like partnerships. And people that have tested our product, they can testify to that.
And you advise them concerning how they should invest it, and also.
And actually, it goes even beyond advising.
Yes.
We even go ahead to advertise for these people.
Oh, really?
When someone comes for a loan, actually, let me take you through our own process. You apply for a loan. Of course, we have to get your biodata.
Yes.
From your biodata, we visit your premises. That is why I encourage everyone in the business to come and get money from us. So we allocate a loans officer to your business.
Yes.
And we look at your sales, we look at your revenue. Then we see what impact is this money borrowed from us going to do in your business.
Yes.
And how is it going to boost your business? I would lie to you that if someone came to get an additional funding for a wedding,
Yes.
that I would give him money. I would not.
Because it has no return.
Exactly. And there, ideally, I would be wanting to what? I would be running to cheating you.
Yes.
Yes. So for me, my thing is, if you're a business owner, you come and sit with us.
Yes.
You tell us, oh, you have a supply. I'm going to supply this company. When I look at my LPO, my profitability is this.
Yes.
Then,
so that you can give each to them accordingly.
according to
Yes.
the profit, the net profit shared. So you find we are into 50-50 or 40-60.
That's a nice one.
Yes.
I mean, if you advise your people and then let them know and then find out, because I mean, you can't just give a loan to someone without
And you'd
knowing their
ne-
capability.
Exactly. And you'd never hear anyone saying that we charge this specific interest rate.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't believe in interest.
Oh,
Yes, we believe in partnerships.
repeat that again. I mean, for the viewers.
We don't believe in charging interest rate. We believe in partnership, business partnerships. Yes, where we share profits made.
Now that leads me to a question.
Yes,
Why should someone or a business owner
yes.
choose Shylo Enterprise Limited?
Why you should choose Shylo Enterprise Limited, and just like I answered
Yes.
from my previous submission, is Shylo does not look at the interest payable at the end of the month. Shylo looks at the return of investment in the business invested in.
It's a partnership.
Exactly. And from that return on investment, that's where we share profits made.
In case someone has failed to really get maybe the money,
Yes.
how do you handle that?
We have a team of experts that sit you down.
Yes.
Because sometimes people fail because of carelessness, I would call it. This might hurt, but you find someone is a manager, he's a human resource, he's a sales agent. So now he's taking 100 million.
Yes.
And you're asking now, 100 million, will you survive? Will the business survive if you're not there?
Not really.
So you'll find that for us, there are people like that have approached us and we have not given them money.
Or maybe also trust your physique that if I come to your office right now and I stand and I be like, where's the money? Let me tell you, dear viewers, if you're seeing him seated right here, if he stands up, he's intimidating. So is it part of the,
Not really, but I think it is because I love what I do.
yes.
And at Shylo, I believe we are givers of opportunity.
Yes. So, Mr. Mugisha,
Yes, please.
what is that myth about finances that you would love to debunk? That people have all these myths about money. What is that one that you would really love just to do away with?
Actually, I would use Uganda. Bagamba abasajja ba looni balugo. Sajja agenda kuwa sente, suddenly your pockets will dry.
Yeah.
Agenda kuwa sente, omuwadde emotoka
Genda funa accident.
agenda kola kikutwala. But for me, it goes back to how someone is prepared and disciplined. Oftentimes, we have found that we've given people money. Someone comes for 10 million.
Yes.
But you find he's going ahead to give a kickback to our staff as a thank you note.
Okay.
So someone gets 10 million. He's giving 500,000 as a kickback to a loans officer. Already he's taking about 9.5.
Yeah.
So now, but remember, he came with a problem that would be solved by what?
10
by
million.
10 million.
Yeah.
Already is in deficit. Before you know it, suddenly, because of excitement, someone wakes up, borrows 10 million. It is the first 10 million he has gotten
Yes.
at once. He has to call his boys, his homeboys. Do you know what? Just soke tukore ki?
Bandana.
Soke tu bari ku bandana raise. So, and this is the same person that before you know it will be saying money lenders, money lenders, money lenders. That is why I tell you that for us, before we give you money,
Okay.
we first make that background about you.
You make a background check about the person.
Then we look at what you're going to invest in.
Then that's when you can come up with a partnership. So it means it's
yes.
about someone's discipline first.
Yes.
Before someone comes to Shylo Enterprises Limited, you must have a discipline.
A discipline, yes.
Okay.
And actually, often people, they have said that I am a mchwezi. Because someone comes, before they know it, they find I know one or two relatives over I've gone ahead to,
Now are you going to beat the allegations of Muli Balogo?
Exactly like I said, someone needs discipline. I cannot invest where I am not sure.
Yes.
So even if you're there, you're coming to ask me for money, I have to be sure where you're taking it. You're telling me you have a contract with, let's say, KCCA.
Yes.
Procurement officer, KCCA. Do you know this supplier?
Because also you are supposed to make money.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you know that is the LPO true or it is NASA made? So it is a whole concept, a whole thing.
According to how you've explained it, the way you've narrated according to the partnership and the things that you guys have to first find out, I would really want to ask how your customer care is. Because me, but now I'm convinced actually, I may come for a loan. So how is your customer care is concerning your services?
Like I told you, one of our biggest strengths, besides empathy, we are good listeners.
Yes.
We are people that are not easily excited by people problems. And I think that is why, you even said that I look tough. But until you started speaking to me, that you realized it's different.
Yes.
So for us, I would say our customer care, I would not want to blow my own trumpet.
Please do. Please do.
But everyone that has used our product, everyone that has borrowed with us, everyone that has used our services, you can testify that we have attended to you in your capacities.
Yes.
From a student to even big corporate people.
Yes.
We do not discriminate.
Yes.
We do not discriminate. Neither do we underlook people, because money is money. So we are good listeners. That is what I can say. Yes.
No, according to actually the conversation we've had, it really seems like your customer care is top tier. By the time you guys have to research about a client, get to know about how the franchise is, how big everything is, and then give them that loan, and then the partnership, and then no interest. Though I'm not yet sure about that. There is no interest.
It is not we share profits. It is not interest per se. So do not expect to come to me telling me that you come to the company and say, omanyi, nafiirigwa n'olumbe burako miliyoni 2 kwata emotoka. Ekituufu kiri nti you will not get money. Because for us, we believe money should be productive.
Okay.
Yes. And that is what differentiates us from other money lenders. Because another money lender is looking at profit at the end of the day. Me, I'm looking at sustainability.
So it means Shylo Enterprise Limited doesn't just issue out loans concerning everything small. No. You have a target audience.
Yes.
Okay.
Not everyone has access to our services.
Yes.
And our key target area or target clients are ages of 20 to 35.
Okay.
You'd wonder
why
wouldn't a 60-year-old come to you? Because ideally, everyone has problems. And if you're fueling dreams, shouldn't you fuel a 60-year-old? But for me, I would go back to my submission and tell you that for me, I see Shylo as a giver of opportunity.
Yes.
And our major target is the youth and women, because I feel this is the sector that is often marginalized. The reason being,
it's vulnerable.
It is vulnerable. And when you go to accessibility to money, is ideally limited.
Yes.
So why we chose to look at the age gap of 20 to 35 is because these are people that are still hungry, people that are ambitious, people that would go all the way to make ends meet.
So what about if I have a 60-year-old auntie maybe who's facing maybe the investment, the long-term investment has an issue. Do they still come to Shylo, or you're only in that target audience?
This is going to sound rude, but for a 60-year-old, I feel you should be retired playing with.
No, because I mean, what if they retired?
Yes.
But then they're having hardships concerning the investment. Maybe they made a wrong investment, or maybe something has come up. I mean, calamities, anything has come up. What if they really want to come through and partake of your services?
Like I said, we are a team of experts.
Yes.
It depends
Yes.
on the circumstance and the urgency for money and the investment.
Or you're
of this
afraid of
investment.
the person, the individual may
Of course, that
may
one,
check out.
that one could happen because what is the mortality rate of Uganda? It is about 65 years.
So for you, like that one is very clear.
Yes, yes.
The target, whatever is around that age.
Yes.
But even if it's beyond, it's okay as long
As long as the business makes sense.
Yes.
Not just borrowing because there is access for money or because you have security.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
So it's not about someone having the security.
Yes. Because, like I told you, I am a money lending business,
Yes.
not an auctioneer. So it is expensive to get to keep someone's security. Think about, I've confiscated your car, or I've seized your land. I need to mortgage it. I have to. You failed to pay. I have to
Go through
advertise.
all that.
Do you think this client at any time will say that he failed to pay, or we reached an agreement of selling, or they will say those people are thieves?
Yes.
And that is where the myth is that money lenders are thieves. So I would rather work with someone who I'm sure that there is an opportunity,
Yes.
that only the challenge is finance, than someone because he has security, so they can just come and say, get security. And
Because now actually that has now resulted, the thing of security has resulted just to, instead of selling, I'm suffering to really sell off this property.
Yes.
Let me go to Shylo Enterprises Limited and I put it there, and then when they're coming for me already eating the money, so they have to suffer with getting the buyer.
And that's why I told you that I'm not an auctioneer. So the people out there, it's not about security coming to Shylo, that you're pledging security will give you money.
Yes.
It's about what you're going to use the money for.
Okay, Mr. Mugisha.
Yes.
What's the future of financial services, and how have you, as a business, Shylo Enterprises Limited, positioned yourself for the growth and the future therein?
When you look at where the country and the world at large is moving,
Yes.
we are now, because of internet, we have become a global village.
Oh.
And we are looking at innovation.
Okay.
For some clients that have used our products this year, we have introduced we are in a process, we are still testing with our technicians.
Yes.
We are into migrating to the digital lending, where you do not need to come to office physically.
Yes.
And do paperwork, and someone has to go to assess you and all that.
Yes.
So it is still work in progress. We are moving into online lending when the application is ready.
Yes.
It will be communicated, but that is the future of Shylo.
That's the future of Shylo.
Yes, yes.
That's a nice one. So, Mr. Mugisha,
Yes.
before, I know you're a busy man, and I'm really delighted to have you today in studio. But before you leave, I have one more question, because according to the story that we have had, I'm really interested in knowing if there is a viewer out there who would really love to come and partake of your services. And I mean, I love how you've put it. I would love to also see if there are no interests So why should someone come to Makerere Elements Court to partner with you as Shylo Enterprises Limited?
Actually, for that one, before I drive into why someone should come, I have a testimony.
Hallelujah.
Like I told you that I am a graduate
Yes.
of class of 2018, science in business statistics, Makerere. And not to boost government sponsorship.
Oh.
Because akomadini na kaisamu. So when I finished,
So manichokola.
so when I finished university,
Yes.
my father wanted me to go back to the village
Yes.
to manage his property. But I told myself that I will not. The man has literally looked after me for my life.
Yes.
Should I go back and be under his house with his wife?
Who's your mother?
Who's my actually who happens to be my mother. So I sat down and serious business. That's when it started because I remember I sold almost everything in the hostel that I had.
Oh, okay.
It was worth about 1.5.
Thank God you were a rich kid.
I had a screen, I had, hoofers.
We shall have you concerning lifestyle maybe later on.
And so I looked at what to do. I was not good at the boutiques. You know, most campuses are into boutiques, Q-Tex,
Smartphones, I mean,
smartphone
electronics.
selling,
Yes.
electronics. That was not my thing. So I said, okay, for me, let me continue trading money the way I was doing it in high school.
Yes.
And I be serious about it. But I remember I approached one person who was a money lender. And the same way, they asked me for security because they didn't know me. But me, I had the dream, I had the vision, but I didn't have resources. So until I mobilized some of my friends and I said, do you know what? Let us do a small circle, a small cash round. For me, give me your money, I'll return
Profit
on them.
Yeah.
And indeed, I started borrowing within my circles. So the question was, why should someone come to Shylo? I'll go back to why is Shylo in Chikoni of all places? The reason I came to Chikoni was, it is where my story began because it reminded me of the person I was when I finished university. No access to opportunity, but a dream in my head.
Yes.
So what did I do? I want to help ignite a dream in these people that have less access to opportunity. You finished university, you're not gamba nogo.
Yes.
And you do not see future in employment, but you have a dream. You have a dream in the head. You want to start up a business. Maybe you're scared.
Yes.
Approach us. Let us take you through. Let us be your mentors.
Oh, so you also give that advice concerning career?
Career, yes.
Okay.
Then we start with you as we monitor you. That's why I said that we do not focus on interest. We focus on profit sharing. So as the business generates money, it is how we shall recoup our investment back. Then we can hand over. So why you should come to Shylo is Shylo will give us of opportunity. Yes.
So according to what you have explained,
Yes.
I really feel like the terms are really good and bearable concerning a person with a business idea. I don't think you do school fees loans. No.
Actually, we do.
You do?
Yes.
Okay. I would love to ask for someone out there who's really interested in partnering with you.
Yes.
Which services can you offer? Because I saw some limitations. So we would love to know who is supposed to come to Shylo Enterprises Limited.
Like our conversation has been flowing,
Yes.
Shylo Enterprises Limited, located in Chikoni at Element Courts. That's where we've established our first office, and we believe by the end of this year we shall have a new branch. Currently, we offer a range of products. That's what we would call them. We offer school fees loans. We offer business loans.
Yes.
We are also into asset financing. And we have a new product this year
Yes.
that we would love to call Kabyanza Border Border Loan. Yes. Kabyanza Border Loan, why it is, when you look at the economy,
Yes.
access to employment and good education is limited, especially to people in villages. But should that be limited to access to opportunity?
Not really.
So we came up with an idea as part of asset financing, whereby we buy you a border at a small,
Like a small.
startup cost of about 800,000. Then we give you, you start riding for 1 or 2 years.
Okay.
But in this way, we are empowering youth, because when you look at any graduate, the first thing they can easily drive
Transition
into
with, yeah.
and start earning money in Uganda is border.
Yes.
But how many people can afford that money to buy border?
Not very many.
Exactly. So it is one of the new products that we have on market.
Yes.
And we are also expanding this year into another product of property management. You talked about the 60-year-old. When someone is retired,
Yes.
you're retired and also tired.
Retired and tired.
Tired.
Okay.
So for us, we are saying, instead of running after tenants, running after people
Yes.
to pay you, give us that responsibility. For us, we help you in rent collection,
yeah.
in management of your building.
Yes.
It is a concept that is still work in progress,
Yes.
but I believe by the end of the year, we shall be ready and in full board. And also, currently, we are also into Airbnb because, like you said, the business is about innovation.
Innovation.
And we drive into. So if you have Airbnbs, you have an apartment,
Yes.
it is fully furnished, but you do not have time to go and, supervise.
Yeah, I mean it's one of the most, now many people are getting out of the Airbnb space because they don't have anyone who's going to do that for them. You don't
Exactly.
know how your stuff is secured,
exactly.
how someone is going to come maybe and live with the things. So
Yes.
you guys do this.
Yes. We have
Okay.
a team of young, beautiful ladies that will give you a ride for your money.
Oh, okay.
So it is one of those things that we are doing. Because our slogan has been, live like they dream.
Oh, live
Shylo
like that.
Enterprises, live like they dream.
Okay.
For us, instead of dreaming it,
You be it.
you live it.
Okay.
Yes, exactly. And also part of the other services we do is when you look at all of this, you cannot say that this is funded by one individual.
Yes.
There are people that, of course, have their money, but they do not have investment opportunities. So
That's
for us,
right.
what you do, you invest with us, and you also become part of a business.
So you
Because-
help someone come up with an investment plan.
No,
you have a lot.
you-
You have a lot of money.
The thing is this, that you have money,
Yes.
but you do not know an investment opportunity to put
In. Yes.
So when you approach us, we say, okay, you're giving us this much, but however much you're giving us this much, for us not to be the same as these other scam companies and all that, we also want you to come with a skill.
Yes.
Yes, because I can tell you that the person that is running the property management is one of our investors.
Yes.
She brought money, but she has a special talent in real estate.
Okay.
So we decided to incorporate a department of property management under Shylo. So as she has her investment here, she has gone ahead to to grow
her profession.
To put her
Yes.
profession into
And her skill.
Exactly.
Okay.
So that those are some of the opportunities at Shylo.
Yes,
But also, disclaimer is not everyone not everyone invests with us. Before you bring your money, you have to come with a special set of skills.
So you had there very many disclaimers. This is not
Yes.
just another financial place that you can just come through. No, you have to have discipline.
Yes.
Discipline. I think it should also become a motto for you guys.
Yes.
So our time is fast spent,
Yes.
and before we leave, the viewers would love to have at least your last remarks.
Shylo Jew, Shylo Oye, we are Shylo, live like they dream. We are Secret Garden, we are luxury, feels like home.
Before we really close, do you have any last remarks you can give to the audience and other financial institutes, maybe? Anything that you would really tell the viewers?
Okay, to the viewers out there, especially ages of 20 to 35, when we're in school, they told us we are the leaders of tomorrow. And as I grew up, we used to say, what has the country done for us? But we are the change our country needs. And we are the leaders of tomorrow they used to talk about. Let us stop sitting around waiting for people to save us. Politicians will not. Our parents will not. And even our employers will not do that. But we are the ones to take the step, to take the lead. Me as Shylo, I'm another youth out here. I have access to opportunity. I'm giving these opportunities to you. Come, use our services. Come, borrow. Come and be part of the movement, because tomorrow belongs to us, and old age is for the prepared. Like I said, we are the leaders of tomorrow that they talked about. Our tomorrow is now. And our old age is secured when we start now.
Yes.
Come and use opportunities that are Shylo Enterprises Limited.
Yes.
Let us stop waiting for someone to save us. Let us be the change that we need our country to be.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming through, Mr. Mugisha, and for gracing us and having you here today. And to all our dear viewers, I hope you really heard that we are the change that we need. So you cannot sit there and then blame the government, blame who. No. When there is a partnership you can make here with Shylo Enterprise Limited. Come through at Elements Court, Makerere, via Olympia Road, right? Yes. And you will be sorted. You never know what that financial step can help you.